It's using it for the microphone. Where is the microphone? Maybe like right there, you think? I don't know.
It's okay. Possible. Hello.
So, you've just made this album.
Yes.
No one's gonna hear us. I'm gonna just type it. But
Okay.
whatever. Just get the flow.
All right.
You wrote all the songs, yes?
Yes. And well, initially, I think part of the whole recording process is like you come up with these batch of songs that you've written. You go into the studio, and I worked with a producer in Nashville who helped kind of shape and mold some of the songs, and some of them went different directions. And so now I have some co-writers on a lot of the songs.
Okay. So
Yes, I wrote them.
They all started with you.
Yes.
So where do you find your inspiration for your song writing?
Just life. You know, this whole album is about love and how that looks like in different relationships, whether it's family or more intimate or whatever. But just my personal life experience dealing with love in different formats and facets and faucets.
Do you have any... I'm kind of spoiled because I've gotten to hear it. Do you have any feelings about, or if you could let everyone who's ever going to hear this know one thing, what would it be?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I guess just that you know, I'm not someone who's just like cranks out songs every week, you know. I mean, there's definitely some artists that are like, one of their main gifts is writing, and they can write a song like that or whatever. That these songs really came from a really personal place, and they came over a length of time, and it really truly captures, I feel like, my life over the last probably 15, 20 years, and that I developed from that sort of process versus me just saying, hey, I'm going to sit down and write a song today.
So you feel like this album is intensely personal?
Yes, for sure. Autobiographical.
And because of that, do you have any... I mean, you're basically really putting yourself out there.
For sure.
Is that comfortable for you? Is that scary for you?
It's been really scary. And like, I've only had the CDs in my possession for like maybe a week and a half now. And just knowing that, okay, well, this is the point to where it's about to be judged. But it's not just about a disc being judged. It's about, you know, my baby and my blood, sweat, and tears, and something that's really personal to me being, you know, kind of up into the arms of people's thoughts, you know, and hearing that. So far, the response has been really good, so that's great. But I'm not that I think anyone would actually say, hey, this sucks, by the way. But
I already know the answer to this, but do you have a favorite song?
Do you know the answer to it? Mm-hmm. What is it?
Cornbread.
Oh. So it's interesting. Well, right.
It changes.
It changes. It actually changes, yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, it changes. Right now, it's Beloved.
Okay.
Yeah, right now it's Beloved. Yeah,
Okay.
it toggles right now between Beloved and Saints and Sinners, maybe. So yeah, it's different, but it changes, definitely changes. Because it was Cornbread.
Okay.
And maybe 3 weeks before that, it was Que Sera. So.
I was gonna say,
and then it was even
my
like
favorite is never
Black
your
and Blue.
favorite.
Yeah, I know. So, but one that it's never is In Your Arms. It's not. It's my least favorite song on the album. But everyone I talk to seems to really like that song. So it's interesting.
What are your thoughts on? What do you hope to achieve by making this album?
I don't know. I've always had like a love-hate relationship, I guess, with my whole role in being an artist. I love music and I love to sing. I love to present music in a certain way. But I always view myself as like, I think you can have a love and a passion for it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be, you know, on a cover of a magazine or whatever in top 20 countdown. Just as a chef likes to cook doesn't mean he's going to own his own restaurant one day, you know. But they can still enjoy the art and process of making something. And so, I don't know, I just feel like as much as I can continue to lead worship, which is my main passion. And if this can also be another facet of that people can have a little piece of me and take home, then that's great. So I don't know, I almost feel like as long as I can keep doing what I'm doing right now, I'd be happy.
So now on that topic, I was kind of surprised that the album is, I always get this word backwards. Does secular mean not with church or with
Not
the
with church. Secular means not with church.
Okay.
You can say anything secular, sexy. I don't know. That's what I was doing in my head.
Ah, that's a good one. I always make little rhymes like that too. I was surprised that the album is a little more secular because I know you have such a strong passion for leading worship. I don't think that there's no non-secular messages in it,
right.
But I guess it's more about you and your life in reflection than like spreading the word of God, would you say?
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I think your everyday life, I'm a Christian, yeah, but I'm also a woman, and I'm African American, and I think your life, for me, my religion is God working through me in my relationships with others that I'm singing about, or helping me through a dark time, which is black and blue, or helping me with a romantic relationship, or giving me guidance in that, which is so surprising, So I think for me, it's still there because I feel like worship is not just about going to church and walking in to a service, but it's about living and breathing and walking your everyday life and how God helps you through that. So for me, this album is a form of worship or a form of my own testament in that, because for me, God is all-encompassing in everything I live, do, or say or breathe. Whether I'm eating cornbread or collard greens, or I'm, on a date with a guy, it's still, His reflection through me in those situations.
Awesome. If you could choose one person in this world living right now, anyone in the whole world that you would want to hear this, who would it be?
Simon Cowell? No. One person living in the whole world? That's an interesting question. Oprah.
Good one.
Maybe become one of her favorite things. I don't know.
Any other thoughts you want to share?
Excuse me, Shanghai shrimp. Just come with the extra plate, okay? Yeah. Lobster sauce. And actually with some garlic. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Anything else you want anyone to know?
I don't know. I guess just going back to that first statement of that this is just really a big piece of my heart in my life, and I hope people like it,
Yay, I know they will.